What is up, planet Earth and beyond? It's me, JJ, coming at you with another week update of building the biggest, most amazing Sentai fortress y'all have ever seen. And this week we got a lot done, so let's get into it. As promised, I began working on a mech for Mecha 1. Really excited with the progress that this is taking and the color choices that are going into this. I made this giant cannon blaster over here. That's going to be the right arm once I build that part. Okay, so in order for those orange parts there to fit, unfortunately I had to expand the base plates by 48 more in order to get this part of the building actually to fit. So that's what we're doing now, and because we're so low on bricks and I refuse to buy more, I am using these Technic beams with these connector rods and connector pieces to kind of give it some stability. This section from here to there will no longer be separate chunks. As you can kind of tell, there used to be 3 chunks here. That will all be one solid chunk now. So whether that's to my advantage or disadvantage, time will tell. But with those being put in place, they will no longer be able to be separate. So in order to build this the way I wanted to, they now have to be one solid piece for this building, which will make building this a lot easier, because building this building in separate chunks has been a nightmare. And so I'm looking forward to this being less so. Let's just hope I can move it. Yeah. So after way too long on the ground, I decided to pull this back up on the table and work on it here. My goal tonight is to try to get a bunch of the rock work done along the edges and try to fill in these giant holes somehow or another. So that's what our goal is tonight. Alright, so it might not look it, but this took a really long time. This is all level now with this. I've expanded it 32, so it's expanded, so it connects over there. It's going to go over there, and it is now wide enough for me to actually attach what I planned on. This looks all crazy, but eventually it'll be the light gray like that. So this is just the under layer. I'm not doing lava and all that stuff. It's just the undercoating. So between the rock work and getting this all up to level without buying any more bricks, I'm super impressed with myself. It's just taken way longer than intended, but it's done. Now I can start building the actual base. And my parts from Germany came in this last couple weeks, so able to get all 13 of these beautiful things made, and I'm really proud of how these turned out. I mean, so we're going to get these put on, and you're going to get a little montage here of me doing that, because there's a lot of them. Filming this all at once is becoming difficult due to the sheer size of the mock, but I went ahead and I've added in all of these. I went ahead and went with design choice 1. It was my personal favorite, and I noticed a couple other people agreed, and so I also wanted to be original, even though I am similarly copying one. I really wanted to still make it my own. And then this has been a struggle that I am learning. I have went ahead and created this garage door, and when I've got a couple things on order right now, but my goal is to have this automated. I've never worked with Lego motors before, and so I'm going to be teaching myself that, but my goal is to make it to where this will roll up inside of there. These pieces here won't be staying here. They're just kind of holding it there for the facade. At the moment, I have these pieces in, and I was able to make this connection here, and I'm really pleased with how this turned out, considering these pieces don't really have any official Lego connection other than the piece that they connect to themselves, but there's no actual connection piece here. So I'm really pleased with how these turned out. I've got 3 on each side. One thing that I'm a little disappointed in is I thought that it would give me a little more height with this specific piece. It's not nearly as tall as I had intended, but considering I've bought these from 3 different countries already, not really looking to get any more. I'm gonna have to come up with something to make these a little taller before I start curving them in, because the curvature is supposed to end way up here according to the image that I'm using. So I'm gonna have to redesign that quite heavily, but really pleased with how this is turning out. The whole base is much larger now. It is 32 pieces, 32 studs longer. I've got a blimp here that I'm hoping to make kind of like some kind of gas canister. We'll kind of see how that goes. And I have some ideas for the roof over here as we're coming along, and then I've got some ideas for the turrets that I'm going to be adding on top of the main entrance gate here. A lot of progress to still work on. A lot of this past couple weeks has just been getting everything leveled off. It took a lot longer than I wanted it to, but it is all level now and ready to build. And so I'm going to be building a lot of the actual building over here. It's going to end up being a lot bigger than originally intended, considering I was debating even adding it to begin with. So there's that, and that's kind of where I'm at the moment. So I know like everybody and their cat is abhorred by Lego stickers, but you can't tell me that that doesn't look better than that. Like, it just allows you to add so many more details. I don't always use the stickers for the reason that Lego makes them, but they do add a lot of detail that you just can't build out of bricks. So I use them, and if you don't like it, deal with it. So this is where I started. And this is where I finished. I don't usually add little things like this, and it's a lot of fun to just swirl this around. I also made it so they go down and up so they can fight different vehicles on different terrain. Having way too much fun with this build. Okay, so we have completed these insane turrets here. You can angle them down to take out the ground robots, or you can lift them up to take out any attacking Sonic Phantoms. Really pleased with how these turned out. I ended up adding a lot of sticker detail to these front pillars here just to kind of give it an extra oomph. But I really love how this is turning out as a whole. Like, this is the view from the entrance. I still have to build these 2 mini cannons up on top, but they can slide around and take out some of the smaller stuff. They'll be manned when I get everything set up. And just really love how these turrets turned out. It's been a project I've been putting off for a while, but they look amazing. Now, I did start working on one of my mechs, but I haven't finished it yet. I kind of got consumed in a couple other projects. but really excited to see these mechs come together. I've got a couple more that I finally got the pieces for. I was able to stick a ton of brick separators together to get the roof shape on this. The corner piece is still under maintenance and has a lot of work to go still, but really like how that's turning out. As aforementioned, I have a lot of plans with motorizing this garage door to open and close when the time comes. But I know it's been 2 weeks since my last update, but that's going to wrap it up for this one. Trying to get weekly updates, but just having the time to do it has been non-existent. So with that, we're going to wrap it up. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to see more really cool builds, to see how this comes out. If you guys have any suggestions that you would like to see in this really cool mock, leave them down in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. If there's any critique or strategies that you guys think I could improve on. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great week.